Good morning to all the viewers. Hope many of you have been reading the professional empowerment series, which I started about 10-15 days back. We had started first with setting of goals and followed it with getting the knowledge edge, followed by skilling oneself. I hope that there was some value in those articles. Also thought a short video on each of these could help a little bit more. So under that knowledge edge, you can get knowledge in many areas. Now my expertise is in GST and it is continuing. Even today I am continuing to get the knowledge edge. Let's see how we can learn GST in stages. First step, I think, whenever we get into a learning aspect, it's very important that we are very clear that this is not a joke. Though it can be fun, it need not be serious, but uh, the point is we should be committed to learn. So one of the first things possibly what one can do is look at how many great ideas we have had in life. Look at those where we did not progress. My request to you is look at what was the reason that we got stopped. Was it because we postponed it for the time being due to pressure and finally never got back to it? Or we didn't have a passion for it, lost the passion for it. Therefore, if the answer to this is yes, then first make a decision. A decision is something which is yours and you want to do it. It should be your choice, not something you wish, but something you really want. The first action, what I would suggest once you've decided that you want to learn a particular subject, is to put it in writing on your diary if you have one, which you have access to all the time, or your laptop on your desktop itself on why you want to learn. This possibly would give you a number of reasons and also reiterate that it is so important that you learn. Once you have done this, close your eyes for about 5 minutes and look at each of those whys, how they will result. The decision you have made to learn the subject, how it will result at the end of whichever period you have fixed, 3 months, 6 months, whatever you have fixed, how it will look in the end, what will be the results you will get, how people will talk about you, how will you feel about yourself. Just this is a powerful technique called envisioning. This is your vision, not our vision. Now, once you have done this exercise, get ready by having basic law in place. If you are a person who prefers a printed book, then do so. If you are okay with a soft copy, then get a soft copy where you can make notes on the sides or in between, highlight what you think is important. Keep this basic law ready. When I say basic law, if it is GST, I would say GST law as well as the rules. Of course, I don't expect that you keep all the notifications with you. This should be enough for you to start getting ready to learn. Put a small schedule. I have found in my life, I have been a very average person from many angles. My academics in the initial period was very poor. My analytical skills at that time and now may not be something to write home about. My memory was poor. My my perseverance also only over a period of time I have built. Therefore, one of the aspects which I have seen which invariably results in wonderful results is putting a structure. Put a structure of time, realistic time. Don't put what you think you may or may not be able to do. Put something which you're sure you can do. Provide gaps for your work, provide gaps for family interventions, friends interventions. Consider what are the events coming over the next few months. You have a tax audit coming, you have a 9C coming. Look at all that and properly put a structure. By chance, while you go along this road, you find that you miss the schedule. Then you should be able to get back by just getting back to your why. The why which you have written on the why which you have entered in your laptop or your diary. Look at it and you will be able to easily rededicate for your wonderful decision to learn. Reschedule. There's nothing wrong in rescheduling. Reschedule and go ahead again. You would have observed that all great leaders have one characteristic in common. They never give up. And if you look at them, they may not have had any great, what I would say, difference between the way they came up or you came up. Maybe their difficulties were more. Look at Wilma Rudolph, who was born and had problems with her legs. She was told she cannot walk properly, but she won the Olympic Games, 3 gold medals in 1960, the year I was born. Look at now, Elon Musk, who is talking about the cars which will run on electricity. Jeff Bezos, Kobe Bryant, wonderful basketball player who recently passed away in an accident, helicopter accident. All of them had one thing. They were not put off by difficulty. They never gave up. Edison is there who said 99 inventions failed. Only one was successful. That was the hit rate. Even when you set your goals, you should be prepared, which I have talked earlier on building in failure to progress more. If you ask me, I have failed in many ways, but finally I have come out better off. How to learn GST in stages? First, understand the basics as well as the practical issues on the ground. Then deepen your knowledge to be able to solve real life problems. Third stage could be getting expertise. Fourth is the litmus test, I would say, where your knowledge will be tested by your employers or your clients. When you're doing this, focus on understanding of business and what sort of compliances we need to do. Remember, in at least GST, compliance of the law would save a lot of difficulty in future, costs in the form of interest or penalty. Look also at adding value. And believe me, in this GST, there is enough value to add for the next 2-3 years. On the job learning is, let's dedicate ourselves to do that well. When learning GST, it also depends on your qualification, what you have already had. Now courses like CA, CMA, CS, PG in BBM, MBA have GST as part of the curriculum invariably. Even in BCom and MCom, GST is taught in a limited manner. Now, how do I learn? How do I start if I have not gone through any of these? I'm starting now, but I have not done any of the courses. Or I have done, but I have lost touch. Maybe you could look at a good certificate course. We ourselves have one free certificate course, which is 50 hours of basic course and 50 hours of advanced course. Those of you who are keen can visit and it's totally free. Only thing is, you possibly need to be little careful. See that you make the most of this online and don't take it very casually because it's free. This was a paid course, but now on popular demand, I have made it free. So if you're learning online, whether on our courses or any other course, as I have said earlier, keep the basic, your pen ready, or your fingers ready if you're putting it in the computer. Keep the latest GST Act and rules. Maybe you can underline if you want. Make short notes in the side. You already know what is the topic to be taken or which you are going to learn. Spend 10 minutes in going through that topic before the online learning. Online learning could be even recordings, which means that you can see it at your own wish and pleasure. Read at least headlines which have been taught a day earlier or the earlier online class which you attended. Go through what you had made. Make notes while learning. Ask questions if it is possible, or listen to the answers from others if you are not asking any questions. Revise for 15 minutes after the class on what you have learned. Revise after a week. If required, if you have any doubt, go through the recorded videos again. You know now you can push it and hear only the relevant parts. Post-lockdown, which I would say is one of the possible silver lining, was that lockdown was very bad for the country, very bad for most of us. We lost income, we lost some confidence in ourselves, and a lot of difficulty in managing. However, I think this is going to last for another few months, and then you can flourish and empower yourself. If I have to get a deeper understanding, now I've got a basic understanding what I can do. First is again invest in infrastructure knowledge. It could be a digital library, physical library. Legal dictionaries are not too many on the net. I would suggest going in for Ramnath Iyer. And if you are dealing with multinationals, maybe you require a few foreign dictionaries like Holmgren or Kohlers. Collins, I think, is available also online. Buy books where you could also look at the FAQs. There are books. Frequently asked questions is an easy way of reading. It's not so heavy. Books are available. Look at sectoral books if you are working in a sector of your client is in that sector, if available. Not too many again are there, but I'm sure real estate, we ourselves have written, textiles we have written. We are planning to write on the pharmaceuticals and healthcare. There could be some booklets available for some smaller ones, other industries. Look for it. Online updates is something very important. You should be updated. You have understood the law to some extent. You have gone through the basic course. You have gone through the advanced course. Now you can actually be able to understand the answers being given. Whether the answers given on the net are clear or not. Answering sites are there, many, where you can look at posting your questions also and also answering yourself. So there are some which are more frequented, I would say. Tax Guru, I think, is doing well now, and TMI is there, CA Club India is there. Subscribe for credible online resources for continuous learning. Hirayangi Academy itself has some updates regularly being given. They also, put in a number of videos which are available for self-learning, which are, as I had said earlier, absolutely without cost. Be a part of a specialized WhatsApp group. Please do not be part of the groups where good morning, good evening, and what happened yesterday. Gossip is what is centering, or porn is there. Please don't join these groups. Be a part of a specialized WhatsApp group for the purpose of learning, and ensure that there are one or two experts at least in that group. Experts means people who know much more than you. Attend the seminars, study circles in GST in your locality. If it's not there, set it up. Let me tell you, it's not so difficult. Nowadays, you can even set up an online facility. There are also some very good online study circles. You can join them. And I think the way things are happening, I think in the future of study circles is all online only. Why should I spend time walking or catching a bus or something to go somewhere when I can learn it online. Most of the study circles also record the videos of that particular discussion, and that you can access in your free time. Deeper understanding can only come on when you work on hand. That is hands-on, what we say. Intern or take a job which allows you to learn on the job. For CAs, it's very easy. If they are joining CA, if they are sure where they are going to, which area they are going to specialize in, they can join a firm where that specialization is there. If not, after their articles, they can join before they pass their CA, they can join a concern where there is that type of an activity. For example, in GST, you could join the large number of chartered accountants who have started specializing in GST, or you could join some advocates who are in the same area. In indirect taxes, maybe customs, GST, FTP. These could be areas where if you join, your understanding will become much deeper. You'll get paid for it because you're earning all the time. You can also join somewhere at a concessional fee or concessional salary, saying that I have come to learn and I want, I'm not very particular about salary. So even if they offer you 50% salary, you get a chance to learn. Otherwise, this very vital aspect is difficult to get. Even if you have to travel somewhere, go there 1 year, you relocate, learn and come back. So how can I get expertise? I have now got good knowledge and I have also got the experience or gaining the experience. So if I want to get expertise, I should get a guide who is just expert. Maybe a professional, a senior. Look at it. You may find somebody, you may not find. That's left to you. When you're doing all these, you remember that it's not only the law you read. For example, the allied laws like the General Clauses Act, Evidence Law, Transfer of Property Act. There could be so many laws which are relevant to GST itself. I think there are about 25 of them. Also ensure that you read the Constitution without fail. Constitution is the base, and many of the suggestions, many of the problems which you cannot solve in GST can be solved through the constitutional possibilities. Legal maxims give a ground to question the law. You know, there are legal maxims like what is impossible cannot be set out in the law. Now, if there is a GST provision like that, for example, the verification of whether the supplier has filed his return after payment of money. Has he done properly? This particular aspect I cannot get from the portal. I'll have to physically look into the supplier's books to ensure that, which is impossible. I have 10,000 suppliers. I cannot do that. My job is to produce or to sell or to service, not to look at compliance of my vendors. So these type of legal maxims, maybe there are about 50 of them, very useful for understanding or coming to a point where this particular provision does not go as per this maxim. Can I study this further? Research and write analytical articles. The moment you research, your depth in the subject increases. Also, don't write bland articles just setting out. There are some authors who are keeping on writing in many of the journals. They simply reproduce the law and reproduce a few case laws and fill up 10-20 pages. We are not interested in this. We want today specific. What is it that you bring to the table is very important. And writing analytical articles will deepen your analytical skills. Speak about the subject, because when you speak, you learn. People ask you questions which you can't answer. You'll go back, understand it and answer. Sometimes you'll be surprised that while speaking itself, you will get some insights. I don't know if you have ever tried this, but if you're a regular speaker, you will get this. Join a debate club. We have a Bangalore study circle here in Bangalore, and we have an Akshara study circle. You have one Toastmasters, which is available throughout the world. Join these where you will be able to display, get a chance to present. Read and understand different views on oft debated topics. Nowadays, you get a large number of articles, seminars, online of famous people, lawyers of repute. Look at that. Online forum answering can be one of the ways. Don't just give yes, no, I agree. Go to the provisions, check the provisions, confirm your view, and share your expertise. After writing articles, graduate to booklets, then to books. I've always told my partners that you will become a real partner only when you write a book. And we have found that some partners have been able to increase their knowledge when they have written the book. Dramatic increase. Their knowledge of the subject went up by a few years when they wrote a book. Teaching could be a very good way of keeping in touch with the subject, looking at a lot of things in and around whatever you teach. You can teach students, you can teach professionals. Industry itself needs a lot of teaching in GST. You could also teach the departmental officers. This is a website, a few resources which you can get. The Indirect Tax Committee at up to 2012, 2019 was quite active. After that, some of its publications have been updated to some extent. You could also look at the Practical Guide to GST Audit, since many of you are doing audit. That has been updated as of July 2020, and there is a book on real estate, which is also 2020. There is one very good book which we are attempting to revise and bring to the table maybe by 2021 for before the next budget, where we have looked at what are the issues and solutions. There are also a lot of online sites, LinkedIn, Tax Guru, CA Club, I think I mentioned it earlier. The resources which are there on websites, if you go to YouTube and click Indirect Tax Committee or Hiregange, my name, you'll get a number of, presentations. Look at the ones which are more, I would say, present, because this is an evolving law. I have also given you 2 links in this, which is more specific to getting mastery over the law. There's an article which we have written, which is there, which was there, I think in 2016 I had done it. And then of course the article which I recently put in LinkedIn and Facebook, which is also accessible at this professional section. In this professional section, you will also find some other very interesting articles which may help you. With this, I wish you a wonderful learning without break, or if you have broken in part, getting back and empowering yourself. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.